Hi guys, Nancy back here with Pretty and LC Designs. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. And I am going to get ready with starting the base and adding the wreath attachments. So we're going to add our Cupid and our wings. And after that, we'll go with adding all the picks and stuff like that. But I don't know if I'll do it in this tutorial or not. I'm trying to keep them all kind of short. So thank you for joining me. Again, if you wouldn't mind, like, sharing, subscribing. Love to have you become one of my followers and subscribers. And thanks. I'm going to go ahead and take this camera back off, okay? All right. Hopefully I can fit this whole thing in here. I have a limited area right here. So I may end up changing cameras again. Right now I have this, what is this, the 10 inch? Let me see how many inches this is. Let's see, 40. I guess it's a 24 inch mesh. I just had a roll of this. It's a hot pink. I'm kind of going with pinks, reds, gold, and white, obviously, for the wings. And I'm just going to kind of add a little bit in here. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just actually just rolling it. Let me move the cameras, guys. I think, honestly, you guys will probably have a better view with the other camera. So I'm going to go ahead and change it to the bigger camera or the taller one. Again, all I'm going to do is I just folded one part over, and then I'm just going to come in here and kind of like, I don't know. It's not going to be anything grand or particular. I'm just going to put some little loops in. I just want to add a little bit of the color, and I'm just using the greenery to get it started. It's nothing like specific. I'm not doing any kind of, it's going to have so much in here that all I'm going to do is go from the outside to the end. I probably should have went from the inside to the out. Another option you can use is zip ties. So I did bring some zip ties. Actually, I may just go ahead and do that just so that it doesn't move around. Let me grab the zip ties. These are the smaller ones. And I am just eyeballing everything, seeing how I can get them to stick in here. Again, it's going to have so much in this wreath that I will probably load it up and then turn around and take it all back off again. Little clippers, because again, if I don't do this now as I'm going, I won't do it. That buzz in here. Okay. So let's go ahead and put one over here at the beginning just to make sure that I get it in there good. I don't want it to move out. And like I said, I'm going to have a bunch of these. So, and I'm hoping my cameras stay throughout all of this. So, okay. Again, you still can cover them up. You know, you don't want usually try to use the same color that you're using. There we go. I can twist them so that it doesn't look like you can see the greenery. I mean, the zip ties. You don't want to see the zip ties, right? Don't want to see the zip ties. Okay, let me get a little bit more in that one. Okay. Again, I'm probably doing a handful. I'm just trying to get, I'm just adding some color, guys. Just adding some color to the wreath. My zip ties are going, some of them are being attached directly to. One of my cats is down here grabbing this mesh, so we'll see how this goes. Bella, stop. You know, Cats have a mind of their own, right? She's adorable, but she is... Okay, now she's like pulling at me. Oh, I guess she didn't like telling her something. And that one was not a good zip tie. I got these zip ties from Harbor Freight, and most of the time they're really good. I mean, they do perfect amount for crafting. I cannot see what I'm doing here today. I had to go see where she went off to. All right, why is this so hard for me now? I have no idea. There we go. Why is it giving me a hard time? There we go. All right. That one's got a little bit of an empty space. So we're going to have to kind of improvise with that one. Maybe I should just move this over to the big one. You guys want me to just move it over to the big camera already? Like, you're not going to see the whole... I'm trying to do most of this on the table for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. And I'm just... Like I said, this one's a big one. This one's a small one. I kind of did that one too tight. So let's do this one a little bit fluffier. Right here. And where is it? Okay. I'm just tying them to the... Well, I thought I was tying it to a wire here. I'm doing it to something anyway. Something. No idea what that one went to. And okay, guys, so I have a trash can right here, right by me. I'm going to go ahead and move it and see if I can just do it on the wreath holder. Okay. Let's see if we can just do it on the wreath holder. I'm going to move the camera up so you guys can actually see the camera a little bit better. So let's see here. I got a good view of my wreath. Let me see if I can move the camera a little bit more for you guys. Here we go. Image control. All right. Yeah. There we go. I guess give you guys a little bit more, seeing what we're coming up with, okay? I'm going to move it just a little bit closer. Is that good? Okay. So again, all I'm doing is taking a wad of this and coming in. I'm just coming in here. I'm going to do my zip ties. You could use the Chanel stems, something like that if you wanted to. I'm not having a good time doing this part, am I? This is the part that I'm not a big fan of. But I know it's going to give me more color and it's just going to look so pretty. We're going to come back and cut that. I don't feel like cutting that right now. So let's go in here, one right there. So she really just looks like a really long um, flag in a way. I mean, she doesn't have we're going to make it a lot, have like the little streamers and stuff around it, so pick sticking out of it. So I picture this in my head. So my baby. Get off the camera away from you guys. And I'm actually trying not to cut this mesh just because I don't really like cutting mesh. I feel like it gives me, I don't like the way the mesh comes out, like then you got to worry about praying and all of that. So I'm not a big fan of mesh personally. I don't know who is, but you got to put these on the correct way. The zip ties the correct way. They only go one way, right? There we go. All right. So I got that one in. Now I'm just gonna like doing just some little poofs, just some little poofs. And then we will get this out right here like this. Okay. Some fuzz there. Let's get another one of these. Make sure I start it the right way. I think I had it in the right way earlier. Okay. Trying to do this without putting my head in front of the whole camera. Okay, let's go ahead and cut some of these off on this side. Tail. These are really good. I got these off of Deco Exchange years ago, and they are amazing. The mesh I probably got off of Deco Exchange also. So I'm going to move to this side over here. Let me move my trash can. Let me grab some of these, and I'm going to move over to this side of the camera. Okay. All right, there you go. So we're going to come down here. Make one right there. And I'm actually going to move him over to the side here so I can get onto this side easier. There we go. You guys, I wasn't mumbling. I'm sorry I had the stuff in my mouth, but I just moved the wreath over so that I could see it a little bit better. Well, I'm trying to get this in here, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. I used to be faster at this, but I don't really do wreaths much anymore. And I hope you guys can hear me. I'm kind of away from the microphone, but I think this should be fine. Okay, get you in there. Come on. Oh, you got to put it on the right way. All right, come on. I twisted this one around. I'm sorry, guys. I totally understand if you guys end up walking away from this video, but I promise you guys, I'm just kind of showing you how simple and fun it can be to create. Okay. We're going to go in here. Do some more little bubbles. Actually, let's see here. Let me turn it so that the bubble is the right way. There we go. There we go. Right here, I'm going to end up using 2 of the greenery part right here, just to kind of twist it in there. I'm going to come up here. Let's see here. Let's just do these 2 here. And let's continue on down here. I promise, guys, this is going to look way better than what it looks like right now. Okay? I promise. This is just giving me some more color in here without having to, I don't know. I guess this is, what do you call it? A filler, I guess you could say. A filler thing. And the reason why I'm not using the twist ties on those, or the zip ties, is because this is like right in the middle of the wreath form, and there's not really, you have a hole in there, and I'm just using the garland that I attached in here. Okay, so I'm using them as my ties to tie this in. And I probably still want to end up using this whole thing, because it looks like I still have quite a bit left. So that my kitten is going to go crazy over this pretty soon. So, like I said, all I'm doing is just putting some more color into the wreath. That's all I'm doing. Oops, where are you at? Okay, there you are. Let's twist you this way. Here we go. And then let's twist you in here. Yeah, I still have quite a bit, so I'm just going to finish up right here in the middle, kind of combine these little pieces of greenery here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. We got this. I'm going to put a bow or something up there. I don't know yet. Is she kind of crazy looking? Yeah, she is. So let's go ahead and cut. Bella, leave it alone, Mama. What did I do with the right scissors? Okay. Let's just go ahead and cut right here where I can tuck it in. Okay. So this piece right here, I'm just going to tuck her back in there. Okay. We don't want it sticking out. So I still have quite a bit left. You can do it for another project. Just got to get it rolled up here on this thing really tight. And because I have a cat who seems to be very interested in this, I'm going to put it up here really high until I can get it over to where it needs to go. Okay. Let's come in here, put these ties off, kind of tighten them up a little bit more for the ones that I did use the ties on. Okay. Okay. Deco exchange for those guys. Okay, let's move you back over here to the middle. Okay. Susa, we got a big fat wreath right now. Okay, let me come back over here. Get my trash can. Pick up some of my stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to plug in my glue gun because I need to make my attachments. All right. So this is what I'm going with for right now. Okay, guys. What I want to do is I need to add my attachments to this. Let me see if I can move that camera to a better angle because right now you're looking at it sideways, right? Well, I can't do that. Is that better? Maybe it's the camera angle. Let's see if we can change the camera just a little bit, guys, okay? Image control. Yeah, it's going to be, okay. Maybe I need to move you just a little bit. Bella, get out of my stuff. Sorry, my cat. No, ma'am. Sorry. He grabbed a big yarn ball. No, we're not playing with this. No, 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 no. No, you have your toys somewhere around here. You guys, you see my little cat. She's just looked at me like, are you crazy? Why didn't you give me that? Okay, guys, so we have this. We have quite a bit to put in this wreath, right? So we have his. She's going right back to where she's not supposed to, but oh well. I will let her. I'll let her take off with the yarn ball, and then I'll just have to clean it up, right? So. So this is going to go in here somehow. We'll put this in somehow. Let me just type it up right now for right now, okay? Sorry, guys. Let me pause this just for a second. I've got to get the cat. Okay, guys. Let's see here. We are going to change to this camera right here. And I'm going to, okay, right here. Let's move my laptop back just a little bit. I really don't think you guys need to be seeing my laptop with it. Okay, yes, it looks like chaos here. All right, I got the glue gun on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use these, I don't know what they're called. I get zip tie holder things. I don't know exactly what they're called. But this is what I'm going to be using on the back of the, one of my feathers came off. Okay. And I will be using chenille stems to put this together, okay? To put these in my my wreath attachment. So I need to put one here. They have sticky on the back, but that doesn't stick very good, guys. It does not stick very good at all. So let's let the glue gun heat up. We're going to need another glue stick right here. Okay. I'm just going to add some glue. Put one right there. Hold it down. Let me get another one. Going to do the same thing on the other side. Right there. Okay. Now, these will go in this way, and I'll be able to attach my wing on both of these to my wreath, and then that's where I'm going to know where to put my bottom. And Bella, no! This cat is relentless. She is relentless. Sorry, I may end up having to kick her out of here, but I hate having her out of here because her brother's in here and he's sleeping. I don't know how he's sleeping with her right there, but so this is I'm gonna put him up here. I want to have my little guy hanging up here. So all I did is I'm going to put these in here. I'm going to twist it though, just to make sure that it's got a little bit of stability there. Oh, let me change the cameras. Sorry guys, you did not see anything I just did. Did not see anything I just did. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I twisted this in here. I'm going to put my wing, like I want one of them, like, let's just move this around. I want one right here. Okay, so I'm going to shove this in here. I'm going to put it kind of towards the back. I love this wreath stand because I can do this. It makes it so much easier. So since I'm going to the side, I'm going to push this over here to the side, pull him up. Gives me access to the back a lot better than what I had before getting this stand. Okay, so here's one of my wings, right? Okay, I need it a little bit higher over here on this end. And here we go. So, okay. Let me move the camera up so you guys can see it just a little bit better. Right? Okay. Let me move the camera up just a little bit. You see better? Oh, now you're seeing way too high. Okay, let's do image control. Here we go. There you go. Okay. All right. Now, the second one, all I did a minute ago was take the twist tie. Let's get it in there. I don't know why I feel like it needs to be even, but I'm going to twist this way. And then I have my other wing right here. Okay. I felt like I should have put the other wing upside down. Do I have it right way? Yeah. There we go. Okay. So this is where the wings are going to go. Her body's going to go right over here. Okay. So let's get this in here. Reach around to this side. Grab that. Grab this side. I'm going to go up and under. You can actually go through the mesh if you wanted to. So, okay. So now we have our wings. We're going to tilt them up just a little bit. Okay. I want to tilt it. Tilt it up just a little bit. Now, you know, you can make these for the wings. Would be really cute to make for Christmas. Super easy. Like I said, just watch that video. I put a link. Well, it's going to be all in one playlist for this Valentine's Day wreath since it's a big one. But at least that way. Whoops. Let's see. Just cut on something here. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Kind of got my wreath kind of got a little heavy there. Okay. There we go. There you go. Let me tighten her up. Okay. So you can make these for Christmas. Christmas would be really cool. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her little butt right here. And I've got, oh my gosh, she just looks so cute. And then you can like crisscross her legs if you want. Yeah. So, but I forgot to add the attachments to her. So we're going to actually end up adding a couple of different attachments to her just because I want to make sure I have the option to maneuver her and position her where I want her to go. Okay. So we are going to go here. So we're going to go with one here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to shove that one in there. I'm just pressing it down just to make sure the glue adheres really well. I'm going to go one over here. Okay. And I'm going to go with one up here. All right. So now we need some of these Chanel stems. I'm going to lock this one in place. Okay, so that's not down like it needs to be just yet. It's not completely cured. Cured, what do you call it? Cured is from resin, guys. It's not exactly done yet. Okay. So there, we have that. I'm going to put this one in here as well. And I like this because if you needed to go up and down, you could go up and down. in these, which I may end up having to pull these out and do that. Or I may be able to add more. So, okay. So now let's go back over to this camera. Let's go ahead and go in with our little character here. So I'm going to go come in from the back. I'm going to get her right there. Get that one. And then I'm going to reach in here and grab another one. I do have a little, now that I'm doing this, I realize I have a little grabber that comes with this this wreath stand, and I don't know where I put it. Don't know where I put it. It helps you go in and grab all your pieces and stuff. So we have that one. Where's the other one? There's the other one. Let's grab her. Okay. Now, I don't want this top part to show where I have where I put her the rubber band portion, right? I'm going to tuck that one in. I want to tuck her in really good. So let's see if I can do this. Okay. There we go. Sometimes you just got to be smarter than the piece. Okay. See, like right now, you can still see that. I don't want to see that part. I'm going to tuck that in. Okay. We're going to tuck her little legs in right here. And I am trying to go around the wireframe of the wreath just to give it a little bit more support. So anytime you're adding an attachment, it doesn't weigh much, you know. It's just, yeah, she doesn't weigh much. It's just a simple fact that you're adding all these pieces in here. And you want to make sure she has good, just solid, you know. You want to be able to shake it and it not fall off. Okay. So, and again, I can still see this little part right up here that I may just kind of like pin that underneath. Put my feathers right above it. Okay. I'm going to go over to, let's go over to that side. Okay. Let's move her, go over to this side. So I can do that part. Okay. Move the trash can. I have a trash can here. So I really apologize for how I'm having to do this. But this room is very crowded with craft stuff. So there we go. Let's get that in there. It's hidden. Got my wings above it. And we're going to come in here. We are going to grab these guys right here. There we go. I've got one. Now I've got two. Okay. All right. She is in. All right. Now this is where I'm going to come in here with these guys and just kind of shove her in here a little bit better. All right, there we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do, because I need this to kind of really attach itself, I'm going to use a zip tie to that, the part where the rubber band was on the top of the wreath. I'm going to add this zip tie to it just to kind of keep it to where I want it to be. I don't want it to move anymore. I don't want to worry about the wreath, you know, the little guys, that part showing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip tie it. This plus is going to hold it in a lot better as well. So we are just going to wrap it and zip tie it. Just so that I know he is in. And there we go. And I knocked it out of my hand. Here we go. All right. Okay. Yes. I got it around the wire. So there's my bottom. She is in. She's not going anywhere. I can move her legs if I wanted to. All right. Okay. All right. My wings can still be moved a little bit. So here's my Cupid. Okay. So then now we need to add the, let me scoot back over here in front of you guys. I'm going to put this like right up in here is what I'm thinking, right? There we go. Here's her arrow. And shoots out that way. I want this bow. I don't know if I want that bow on it or not, but let's see if we can. It's a cute little bow. Let me see. Will it let me take it off? Oh, it will. Awesome. They did not glue it. They did not glue it. I think I want the bow up here. Up at the top. I don't know why. I just kind of think it looks cute. I think it looks cute there. So then we will just stick this out like this. What do you guys think? I'm gonna wrap you in like that. I can wrap you guys in like that. All right, guys. So this is all I'm doing for right now. I'm going to come back and let me put her back in the middle so you guys can see a little bit better what I did. I'm going to continue with the next video after I get my my stem cutter out and my pieces in. Okay, guys? So let me get back in front of you guys. Sorry about that. But I want you guys to see what I've done so far with her. Like, is that wing a little crooked? Yeah, I think that wing's a little crooked. So what I'm going to do is, thankfully, it's not glued in. I don't glue it in. I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to fix her just a little bit. So here we go. We're just untying her to fix the wings just a little bit more. Okay, because they kind of shifted, but I want my wings up like this. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that just freaking adorable? I love it, guys. I hope you guys are liking this video. And I hope you guys fall in love with this wreath as much as I am whenever it's all said and done. She looks, so far she's coming together. I love the fact that I was able to make pretty much all of it so far. And her wings are still crooked. I'll have to fix those. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we're going to fix those guys a little bit better. But doesn't it look adorable? Let me tell you. Let me get you guys a broader view. Not so much of a close-up. And you guys will be able to see her in all her little glory. Look at that, guys. Look at that. How cute is this? And it is a big, tall wreath. So I probably should have put her down a little bit more, which now that I think about it, I may end up coming in and putting her down a little bit further. But at the same time, I kind of want to have just a whole bunch of florals down here, you know, like, you know. So I will look at it a little bit more in just a few minutes. Can take a break from it. Sometimes you have, that's what I feel like that's what you need to do. I feel you need to really put your stuff together, take a step back, look at it, and then adjust as you need. So when we come back, what I may do is I may move them down just a little bit more. And then that way, she seems to be a little bit more centered, I guess. I don't really have a sign, but I do have like a little Valentine's Day box, and I can have stuff sprinkling down into it. So it's all, we'll see. But anyway, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you guys continue watching this series. I will have the next video. I will have all these up shortly. And actually what I'm going to go do is I'm going to take a break and I'm going to list the ones that I have beforehand. And that way you guys can start watching how this is done. Thank you guys so much. Please follow, like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell notification so that you guys get notified as soon as I make a new one. Thanks.